right, well, we've talked before about the location of the Columbian being here at the corner of Michigan Avenue and Roosevelt Road. Tell us a little bit about the neighborhood. Orient people who maybe aren't familiar with the neighborhood, and let everyone know what they're going to be able to experience if they come down here and live in this building.
Well, I mean, if you look at the way all the businesses surrounding the Columbian have been laid out, all of your larger big box stores have landed along Roosevelt, so I end up calling that the store corridor. And then most of the restaurants, and we have some great restaurants in the South Loop, are on Wabash, some on Michigan, but those really intersect here. So the gateway or epicenter to the South Loop is here at the corner, in my opinion, of of Roosevelt and Wabash, and so the Columbian sits at that corner, or putting you at the epicenter or gateway to the South Loop, and steps from all the great restaurants and amenities and things that the Columbian has to offer. And the lifestyle itself, I'm being told from homeowners who purchase here, it's like that they're on vacation all the time. I have people who have retired and come down here, and they needed the bike storage for the miles and miles of bike trails that are out their front door. They love the fact that they can just step outside, grab a cab, and they're 10 minutes from the theater district. They're 15 minutes from Michigan Avenue shopping. And then still they, of course, know that they got the most space and the best value for the money just being on the south edge corner of the park.
Let's talk specifics. If you're living here, you want to go out for some dining nearby, something a short walk away, or just a very short cab drive away, where are you going to go?
There's a brand new restaurant called Mercat a la Planksa that opened within the last year that's getting rave reviews. It's fantastic. It's a high-end tapas place that's literally a 2-block walk up the street. And that's more of the newer restaurants. There's South Coast, which is a brother restaurant to Coast, which is a well-known sushi place. And then, of course, there's ones that have been here for numerous years. The Firehouse is always a great place to get a steak. Gyoko, high-end Italian. Southern Italian cooking. Zapatista is a high-end Mexican food. Those have really been the anchor of the restaurant scene here in the South Loop for a long time. But what's nice is when you have this many affluent people living in a neighborhood that there are great restaurants opening up here, always opening. There's always something new to try. And
if you are looking for just your everyday items, your groceries, your household items, clothing, electronics, things like that, where are you going to be able to find along Roosevelt?
Well, you're going to start with a 1/2 block walk to Jewel. There's a Starbucks on the corner. A couple blocks farther down, you would have Target. Another block past that, you're going to end up along Canal, where you'll have Whole Foods, Best Buy, Home Depot. There's a whole mall with the DSW Shoe Warehouse, Bed Bath Beyond. Basically everything that you would need or find at a suburban shopping mall.
And if you want to get out of the neighborhood, what about transportation?
You were literally on the bus stop that runs all the way up and down Michigan Avenue. As you step out your front door, you're a 1-block walk from the L station, which would take you downtown to Midway. Basically, as you know, with public transportation in Chicago, you get to one station, you can get anywhere with the train system. Mm-hmm. And even in the sense of driving, being between Lakeshore Drive and I-94 is something that people have looked for when they come in and talk to me about an ideal location or easy access of getting south. And
being here at the intersection of two major city arteries, surely hailing a cab should be no problem, right? There's actually a cab light on the front of the building, and our doorman will flip that switch on and hail it for you. All right. Talk about what it means to live next to Grant Park and this close to Museum Campus. What are people going to be able to have access to, especially during the summer months, now that it's nice and warm outside? Well, it's really like a 7-minute walk to the heart of the museum campus, where you can go to the Field Museum, the Shed Aquarium, the Planetarium, and there's actually an access route underneath Lakeshore Drive, and that's the way that the museum campus was designed, and you catch that right up in front of the Columbian. It's really just enjoying the park, the lakefront space. Yeah, what about some of the attractions kind of just outside of the neighborhood, just to the north? We have the Theater District, and we have Navy Pier once you cross the river. I actually saw a play last summer, and I decided to walk from work, and it was a beautiful walk through the park, and it took me about 20 minutes to get right to Randolph, where you're in the heart of the Theater District, had dinner, saw a show. It was fantastic. Another 10 minutes from that, you would be at Navy Pier, which there's numerous activities for kids of all ages to enjoy and really have a fun afternoon.